What's going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com, coming at you with another product review video. Haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm excited to roll up my sleeves and see if I remember how. So we got two different companies here. We'll start with the wine first because I want to open it up and let it aerate, because that's what you're supposed to do with wine apparently. So this is, the company of this is Secco, S-E-C-C-O Wine Club. And the cool thing, they sent me 3 bottles of wine. They gave me a Rosado, probably gonna illustrate how ignorant I am about wine. They gave me a Toscano, and they gave me a Bianco, I don't know. Anyways, a red, a white, and a rosé. I'm probably gonna save the red because I prefer the red the most. I'm gonna save that for a special occasion. We're actually gonna open one of these up and try it. We'll try the rosé. So I'm gonna open this up and let it aerate, and then I'm gonna talk about this, and then I'm gonna talk about the wine. So we'll just kind of tease y'all with the wine. Yeah. Haven't opened up a bottle of wine in a long time. Clearly. All right. A bottle of wine opener just for the occasion. Smells pretty good. All right, so we're gonna pour this in my wine glass here, Savage Squad, and we're gonna take a sample here, but I'm gonna let that aerate. That's what you're supposed to do, apparently. While that's doing its thing, we're gonna talk about this company. All right, this company is called RightOnTrek, like not track, but trek, T-R-E-K, like you're trekking in the woods. So basically, it's a backpacking style company. They sent me this cool little bag with all this stuff in there. You go online, RightOnTrek.com, and you can pick different meals that you want. Like this was their keto option, so they hooked me up with the keto option, so we're gonna dive in and see what they have in their keto option. Before I get into that, one cool thing about their website is that they're trying to really make a great resource for people that are just simply wanting to get outside of nature. They've got like a list of, you can go in, drill in on a map, and figure out what trails you have in that area, so that was pretty cool. They also have gear options and the food options, which I think is their main value add on the website. So this is their keto, one of their keto boxes. Let's dive into it. Cool little card here talking about how to plan ahead and prepare, and how to protect wildlife, minimize campfire impact, and leave no trace behind, which is also important when you're camping. So they got 2 main meals, all right? We have the chicken risotto cauliflower forest meal. Calories, we got 500 calories, 28 grams of fat, 16 grams of total carbs, 43 grams of protein. Whenever you're backpacking and camping, you want something super light and super calorically dense. Gotta get them the bricks in these things. But this is pretty clean. I mean, as far as, you know, pre-prepared, just add hot water meals go, this isn't too bad. Boil water for about 6 ounces of water, stir in for a minute, turn off heat, and cover for 3 minutes, then enjoy. Kind of like an MRE. This has got, ingredient-wise, you've got chicken, Parmesan cheese, heavy cream powder, butter powder. So basically all of the fats are powderized, if that's a word. You got the cauliflower, vegetable bone broth, celery. You do have some corn syrup solids in some of the preservatives, but really and truly a pretty clean option. So I would totally eat this if I'm out backpacking or hunting out west. This is their Hearty Morning Coconut Granola, which is also in their keto box. This one is 41 grams of fat, 19 grams of total carbs, 11 grams of protein, 480 calories. And this one's got grain-free granola, which is comprised of pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, dried coconut, almonds, coconut sugar, coconut oil, almond flour, etc., etc. So on a day-to-day basis, I probably wouldn't eat this. It just has too high carbohydrate intake for me to eat and justify eating on a day-to-day basis. But backpacking, something like this, I wouldn't really be too worried about. If I'm backpacking out in the west hunting elk, I'm putting in 60 miles plus a week, and I would, burn through whatever nominal trace carbs are coming from the seeds and the nuts and things of that nature. So definitely a good use scenario there. They also put a bunch of these other little value adds in the pack, little snacks, so to speak. So we got olives, totally would eat olives. You got the Duke's sausages. As far as jerkies and sausages go, the Duke's brand is probably my favorite one, so I would totally eat that. We've got almonds, roasted and salted. I'm assuming this probably has a seed oil preservative, but I can't find the ingredients on it. But almonds, maybe it's just roasted and salted almonds, in which case, totally full speed ahead here. We got the Parmesan Crisp, which I'm also a huge fan of. You got a condiment package, which is pretty cool. So we got grated Parmesan cheese, extra virgin olive oil, mustard, so pretty clean options for condiments. You have a Monk Pack Keto Granola Bar here. This uses allulose as the primary sweetener. This thing is 140 calories, 12 grams of fat, 12 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein. Second ingredient is allulose. I probably would not eat this, but some people certainly would. You have nori wrapped vegan jerky sticks. So I'm probably not going to eat this one either. I've never had a vegan jerky stick. Ingredients are sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, lemon juice, beets, nori, paprika, cumin, stone ground Himalayan crystal salt, and asafoetida. But I'm not really a vegan jerky kind of guy. I might try one of these just to see what vegan jerky tastes like, because I've never had it before. But this is probably not going to be my go-to. But everything else, for the most part, is pretty legit. And they also got me a thing of cheese, which I would obviously eat. So all of this, all things considering, pretty solid little, travel meal for backpacking out west. All right, that's RightOnTrek.com. Trek is how you spell trek in that sense. So if you do a lot of backpacking, do a lot of camping, definitely go check them out. Let's try the wine. Take a sip first. What time is it? Not too early to drink. 3 o'clock? Oh, 5 o'clock somewhere, right? That's pretty good. Haven't had rosé wine in a while, but if I was to be a rosé wine connoisseur, I would say it's pretty good. Pretty sweet, but like a clean sweet, if that makes sense. It's not like you're drinking something that is artificially sweetened. It's just the natural sweetness of the grapes themselves. The reason this company reached out to me, again, I don't know if it's pronounced Secco or whatnot, but it is similar to like a dry farm wines. A lot of people in the keto space are familiar with dry farm wines. They're basically doing the same thing. They probably have their own unique way of doing it, but they're doing something which I admire greatly, which is to individually batch test wine and ensure that it does not have a lot of high residual sugars. And this company actually puts a nutrition label on the packaging. I hate alcohol that you can't tell what the macros are, you can't tell what the alcohol content is, you can't tell what the carbs, the sugars, the proteins. I don't like not being able to know what I'm consuming. So this one has a nutritional statement. We have no added sugars, no added chemicals, dry farmed in, where's this one from? Tuscany. Calories. Okay, so per 5 fluid ounces, we have 112 calories, 0.32 grams of carbs, 0.32 grams of sugar, so the carbohydrate is coming from that sugar, natural sugar, 0 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat. So that is what we got going on with the rosé. Hand-picked grapes in our vineyards, product of Italy. Italy is where it's coming from. So again, I'm not a big drinker. That's probably the first time I've had alcohol in months. But if you are a drinker, always try and keep your alcohol sources clean. If you're going with the wine, definitely try and get one that doesn't have a whole bunch of sulfites in there, doesn't have a whole bunch of additional sugars, and ideally try and get one like this that has let the grapes ferment for long enough so that there is not an excessive amount of residual sugar, so you're not getting a bunch of unnecessary sugar in the wine. That said, check them out. And it's Secco. I'm assuming probably secco.com or seccowineclub.com, but you should be able to Google that and find them. I don't have a code for these, so I'm not making any money off of them. I'm just trying things that people send me. So again, not being a wine connoisseur, I would say that this is pretty doggone tasty. Cheers. Catch y'all next time.